cyborg-like golf swings. Jacob had a very close call on a hole-in-one at the Castle course.
He lippied. Yeah, we think we lipped, yeah.
Kieran's, you've got the clip, so if we can
we'll stick the clip in.
Yep. Talk us through where were we? What hole? What was the feel? What was the wind? Talk us through
it. St Andrews Castle course. Ooh. It was the third hole, I believe.
It was early, wasn't it?
Yeah, early on.
Yep.
Third hole. I was playing 177, slightly into wind. Wind was coming off the right. Going to the right as well. I think I was final guy up. I think everyone else had hit.
I think so.
Yep.
Hit 6 iron. Just thought into wind a little bit. Sort of my 175, 180 club now. I'm an absolute ball striker.
Yeah. Piercing flights.
Love that.
Man's got flights.
And just set it off. There's a bunker on the left. I just thought it was quite a nice sort of gap between pin on the right, bunker. Just thought, slap bang down the middle of that. Just let it fade off the wind.
Mate, what's a strike?
Trapped it beautifully.
It's like going the hole.
Are you jet2.com?
Yes, I am.
Because you got flights.
I would like to say that no other airlines are available.
Yeah. And as soon as I've hit it, I've known it's going to be the good club. It's going to be a good distance. And there was sort of Kieran from behind the camera. If you when you played the clip, if it's an hour before, if you play the audio on it, goes, "Oh, that's a strike!" or something like that. Right. And it looked great. Like it was just feeding in off the wind.
Yeah,
it was sort of the perfect. I think you guys had just hit your shots before, and it's sort of similar thing, but they just went over the back. And I even dropped a little bit of a club twirl in there as well, which it just looked great. And there was that sort of pause in time where you know what's about to happen. This could be coming up any minute now. It might actually drop in the hole. Yeah. And I think I'd sort of kind of about in a half a second prepared what I might do if it actually rolls into the hole. And that club was coming out my hands and going quite far into the air.
Up in the air. But lips out, hits the back of the lip, and
the unfortunate thing is it doesn't go in the hole, and the story is essentially irrelevant. But it would have been such a nice. We were saying about this before, like with you guys there on the course that it was on, filming it. The shot was good. Like I didn't thin one in or anything like that. Like the whole picture and everything that was going on, it would have made for the perfect hole in one.
Yeah, it's like what conditions do you want for your hole in one? You want your mates there. You want the sun just going down in the background. Yeah. You want someone to catch it on video. You want to have hit the shot perfectly.
Everything was just on. I'll tell you what we are. I don't know what's going on at the minute, but I think every round of golf for the last maybe 4 or 5 rounds, someone has been close. Whether it's you, whether it's me, whether it's someone you're playing against.
Yeah, there's been a few recently, haven't there?
There's been a lot of close ones. So who knows? Maybe next week's podcast we can be talking about someone's actual hole-in-one from this week.
Going to do a Kieran, right? Something special.
Something
special. Let's be honest, you're basically due a hole-in-one on the 11th.
This is true.
So should we just go out and hit it a lot of times?
Peppering pins. You are right. I've been peppering pins.
You've been right close to some stuff recently. Yeah.
Well, this is it. This is the week that will happen. We all managed to the 17th hole in the Castle course as well. Is the signature hole, 180 yards over a massive ravine.
God, I'm stressing about it now.
The ocean is sitting there below, ready to gobble up any loose golf balls. And when we got to the tee, we'd managed to catch a few groups up. It was a bit slow, so when we were teeing off, there were 2 other groups behind us.
There were 2 others watching.
So
and
an 8
2
ball,
groups of 4, all of them with an individual caddy. So there ends up being about 16, 17 people.
Some Americans who come over splashing the cash. All these caddies are looking and like, oh God. Wind into off the left, ocean ravine right. And
it's long as well. It's like
180.
183 or something. Yeah.
And all four of us managed to hit the green, which is pretty impressive.
Yeah. And all make par.
Yeah. I mean,
we did.
Like Mick's arse was twitching, but honestly,
you had the largest exhale before you hit your golf ball, and we all started sniggering because we just heard this. I'm going to do about this.
Honestly, like the amount of nerves that were attempted to be breathed out there, you could see them. They formed a physical
I felt
mass.
nervous for you.
Do you know what it was? It was a combination of lots of people watching, which is additional pressure. We'd been waiting.
Yeah.
So
we'd been waiting on the group in front because they were taking their time. And then, the people watching, then the shot like itself is daunting anyway. Yeah. And I played the entire round with the same ball.
Yeah.
And you're about to play the 17th over a ravine at 183.
You teed off last as well.
And I went last.
One,
and I went last. And everyone else had already hit the green. And I was I cannot be the only one in this group who doesn't hit the flaming green.
The fact you tried to wimp out of it as well. Does it still count that I'm playing with the same ball if I change my ball on this hole? No, it does not.
Oh, yeah. I contemplated it. I was like, do I just hit, just pull out that? What did I find? Like a Dunlop? I just hit that.
D-fly or something.
Yeah, probably wouldn't have made it. They wouldn't have made it anyway.
It was that bad of a ball. Like, if you'd hit it into the ravine, like, the ocean would have rejected it.
Yeah, it'd been like,
flown it back,
don't fancy it. Yeah, but it was one of the better strikes of the day from me, so I was happy. I was very, very happy. And we all ended up almost all in the same little spot, didn't we?
Yeah,
it was very strange.
It was like a diamond sort of one, wasn't it? Yeah.
And we parred out, walked off, high fives.
Yeah, you and Jacob won the match on that.
Oh, we did win the match. Yes,
Jacobo. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, you're talking about it was like one of the best strikes of the day. Don't give us that.
One of my best of the day.
Mick lied about his handicap.
What are you talking about?
Me and Kieran got done over that day.
We did get done over.
We got absolutely
that was probably
over.
my own fault because I was sort of I put the the slope on as well. So like Mick got like 5 shots, Jacob got like 4 like extra shots on top of.
Yeah, I got 3 extra than what I would have.
3 extra than what you would normally have. So like.
Did I end up playing off like 19 or something?
Yeah, 19.
But then you got 2 more, so it works the same way.
Yeah,
but even Pete got shots.
Yeah.
Just 2 shots. No, I did end up playing on my own. I was carrying Kieran on my. It was like a scene at Hacksaw Ridge. I was like,
just one more.
Just like trying to stretch out this match. Just haggard, just like stumbling all over the course, still hung over, carrying Kieran on my back.
Yeah, but you're talking like we beat you. It took us to 17.
Yeah, I know. Exactly. That's how hard it was. Like you had like I think we can all say maybe the first 3 worst holes in golf history, and then
topped it off the first, topped it off the second.
Like it was a bit it wasn't great. But then all of a sudden after 4 holes you found your inner Ben Hogan, started absolutely striping it. Like I think you literally played that middle section, maybe a few bad holes, but if you take out a couple of doubles, you probably played that like 4 or 5 over.
Yeah,
it was unreal. It was
pretty good. And we birdied the same. Didn't we birdie the same hole?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, like,
I got a birdie. That was amazing.
And then when you like started realizing what you were doing about 14, started fatting it again. Then Jacob all of a sudden discovered his game.
Yeah.
He pulled out his driver.
Jacob had been hitting 3-wood all day because he's like, my driver's not behaving. And then he's like, right, I'll tell you what, this is a long one. It was like a 550 or whatever. He was like, I'll just hit driver. Whack! Straight down the middle.
Absolutely
huge.
Smoked it.
It was like, it was almost as if he hit it and then looked at it like, what?
Don't do that normally.
What the hell is that?
Oh,
it shocked you as well, as much as me as well.
Shocked
I couldn't believe it.
Shocked everybody.
But we did exactly what you'd want to do in a sort of a 2-team element where one person is peaking maybe when the other is not doing as well, and then it switches over.
Yeah, we just had I had a run of holes, you had a run of holes, and Kieran just didn't have any runs of holes.
I had
you had a few.
1 hole and then off for 4.
It's just erratic, wasn't it?
Yeah,
it's just
100%.
erratic. It's not the kind of course where you could hit like wild tee shots either.
No.
Just like the rough was thick.
Did you finish level in the end?
In the end, yeah.
Wow,
very good.
Which, considering how I felt, was
it's very good.
Yeah, for someone who I think you hit 1 shot on the range as well. You hit one, you were like, that'll do.
When he was going up the steps, just like
honestly,
we saw you right. I think you pulled 7-iron or something from the bag. You were like, I'm not going to the range. You went and got a coffee, and we saw you pull it out the bag and like walk up the steps. Like you know, it was. We looked at each other. We were like, I pointed. I was like, look at that. Kieran goes, oh, it's gonna be a long day.
So funny.
That level par might go down as the greatest sporting achievement in my life.
It was quite something, I must admit.